Well, we'll get to sport in a couple of minutes from now. First of all, the second day of the ANC's National Executive Committee meeting is dedicated, they say, to finding solutions to pressing issues like our water crisis. The NEC also going to look at ways to improve service delivery in accordance with the data that came out of the latest census. Aviwe Mtila looking at how these proceedings are unfolding. It's taking place up in Boksburg for us. Hi, Aviwe. Let's talk about the Water and Sanitation Minister, Senzo Mchunu, speaking a short while ago. So what exactly is Senzo Mchunu saying about the water crisis?
Well, Gareth, they're intervening from the national level, water and sanitation, into these municipalities, assisting with the provision of water. You know that the role, of course, of water and sanitation is that they provide bulk water to the various municipalities across the country. And in fact, the minister is suggesting that there is no water crisis. They have sufficient water as a Department of Water and Sanitation, but the issue is to where then the water has to be distributed. And that's where, of course, the municipality and their roles and the various MMCs come into play. And the suggestion from the minister, Senzo Mchunu, is that, of course, in that aspect, the services themselves have been deteriorating, and suggesting that pointed questions need to be asked to the various municipalities to the exact cause of why the provision of water has been deteriorating. But the minister mentioned, of course, those interventions, suggesting that they now are going into the various municipalities themselves, assisting them with the provision of water. Not only the only minister we've heard from. Earlier on, we heard from Tembi Nkadimeng. That's the minister, of course, that's involved in Kokta. Also suggesting that there's been large deterioration when it comes just to services in the metros and just many other municipalities across the country. And the suggestion is that since the advent of coalition governance, that's back in 2016, that's where then these troubles started trickling in. But let's listen to the Water and Sanitation Minister on the interventions, especially around Johannesburg and Gauteng, that he mentioned a bit earlier on.
In the whole of Gauteng, starting from September last year, our intervention was on improving water management skills of various water service authorities, including Johannesburg municipality entity called Johannesburg Water, to say, no, we need skills to be improved in order for them to be able to manage water even where there are problems. Now, included in this is a way to avoid further harm by the problems of energy supply.
Well, let's talk conduct and integrity within the ANC. The spokesperson, Aviwe, earlier talking about how the ANC's NEC is going to meet about the members and meet with the members who appeared before that Integrity Commission. So when it comes to accountability, how is the ANC going to ensure that it actually does take place?
A special NEC meeting that will delve into the Integrity Commission itself and just some of the findings that the Integrity Commission has so far. That's, of course, something that we heard even yesterday from the Secretary General of the African National Congress, Aviwe Mtila, suggesting that there have been 91 cases that the Integrity Commission has gone through and finalized. Some of it will be talked to in this particular NEC meeting here, but of course they will be setting aside a special NEC meeting that will delve into those issues. I even went on to probe further with the national spokesperson of the ANC, who suggests that some of these issues have a lot of gravitas, serious issues and conduct that some of the members of the African National Congress face, and hence then there will be that special NEC meeting. And yesterday, we heard from Aviwe Mtila that some of those issues that will be looked into and presented does include the Phala Phala report and also does include digital vibe, some of what will be looked into by that special NEC meeting. A lot of issues, of course, that are in the public domain. We heard from the Zondo Commission itself that implicated some 200 plus members of the African National Congress in its final report. So it's that process of now what needs to happen with some of the ANC members that have been fingered in some of the wrongdoings that we have now come to know of. In fact, let's take a listen to the spokesperson of the ANC, just speaking on that Integrity Commission and what now is to happen.
We are actually convening a special National Executive Committee meeting simply because of the gravity of the issues, he said, and I'm just paraphrasing him, immediately, very soon after this NEC meeting. So the report will be tabled, but it will be processed by that special National Executive Committee, which is going to be actually set up, which is unprecedented, set up solely to focus on all the cases that are before the Integrity Commission, to look at the terms of reference of the Integrity Commission, work done thus far, what is outstanding, what leadership support the Integrity Commission requires from this highest decision-making structure of the ANC in between conferences.
It's all going to become very important as we hurtle towards the 2024 national elections as well. So the ANC are going to be paying special attention to their messaging and how they're saying this in the build-up to those elections. Aviwe Mtila, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll check in with you again before the day's end out in Boksburg for us. Day 2 of the NEC meeting of the ruling party.